the whole Canaan land. And they told him, they said, are you surprised? He said, no, I'm not surprised. I would have been surprised if it did not happen. Because he has been seeing it from his inside. If somebody come now and tell you, Reverend Victor does not have future, even you will slap the person. Because even though I have empty pocket, I'm blessed. Listen to me. When the blessing comes inside of you, it will work in your job. When the blessing comes inside of you, it will still work when you don't have a job. It will still work when you don't have a job. So please pay attention to what I'm telling you. Joseph was blessed. Inside prison, he was still blessed. Inside Potiphar's house, the blessing followed him. Jacob was blessed. In fact, Laban said, it's because of what you carry that I have everything that I have. He said, that's why Laban wanted to keep Jacob by all means. I prophesy to somebody, you will carry blessing that is bigger than you today. You will carry blessing that is bigger than you today. Shout that amen like a thunder. Are you ready for the word today? If you're ready, shout, I'm ready. So money can fly away, fame can fly away. How many of you have seen people that used to act Nigerian movie? Some of them are begging for money now. You can have fame, but you are not blessed. How many of you have seen politicians that had money before, now they are begging? You can have money, but you are not blessed. But I came here to give you blessings. And the blessings of God make it rich. And he has no sorrow. Shagada kada. You will receive something today that will make you know that you can in this life. Somebody shout that amen like a thunder. Please be seated. If you read another translation of blessing, these protocols work. Everybody work. If you read another translation of anything blessing, you'll see happy is the man. True or false? I don't know if you have another translation or you don't have. It's not on that system. Happy is the man. And the reason is because to be blessed means to be happy with how you are. If you are not satisfied enjoying how you are, you cannot be who you want to be. To be blessed means to feel satisfied and loaded however you are. To feel satisfied and loaded however you are. Who are the happiest creatures on earth? It is not the poor. It is not the sick. Who are the unhappiest creatures on earth? It is not those that are poor. It is not those that are sick. But those who keep all their love to themselves. They are the most unhappy people. You can have servants serving you. You can have money all around you. But if you are not pouring out love, happiness to everything around you, then you are not blessed. That's why you see many comedians committing suicide abroad. Committing suicide. And the easiest way for you to become a billionaire is to make 1 billion people happy. I don't know if somebody heard me. The reason why people that are singing songs and the rest are millionaires, because what they do makes plenty people happy. The more you make plenty people happy, the more your blessing increase. And you can't make people happy when you are not happy. So, with your 1,000 in the pocket, I came back from Lagos. Since I've been a pastor, getting to 10 years now, I've never received the kind of seed I received before. As we go, I was so happy. I've called my wife. My wife's, we have already planned how we'll buy freezer, we'll buy this, we'll buy that. And as I was going to Dunamis, God just told me, I told mommy, I said, this is what God is saying. Mommy said, you know what to do. We drop everything. I came back with empty pocket, but full of blessing. Full of blessing. Just because something leaves you does not mean you don't have it. Your life does not consist of who came and who left. You can lose relationship, lose friend, but don't lose blessing. Because when you have blessing, another one will come. A better one will come. As a matter of fact, anybody that left you was not your loss. God did not count them qualified to be part of your blessing. Nobody's hearing me. Am I giving too much this morning? If you make many people happy, your blessing multiplies with that. That's why if your dream is to just have a shop in Wild Market, you have already failed. Do you know the phones? This is a Samsung phone from South Korea. People sat down in an office in South Korea and they say, let us do a product that will not just be in South Korea, that will be all around the world. As they made a product from South Korea, they sat down. They felt blessed. They knew that all the resources will come for them to move it around. This phone got into my hands. I don't know who has it. I don't know who made it. I don't know. And as I am purchasing it, they are becoming blessed. If you're sitting down where you are and you cannot see the future, you are not qualified to reach there. I don't know if somebody is hearing me. Sit down in your house and think of how you'll be entering your limousine. Do you know that to dream is free of charge? To dream is free of charge. You don't pay to dream. You don't pay to say, this is who I will become. It is free of charge. I prophesy to somebody. From that little corner where you are, the world will look for you. From that little thing you are doing, the world will look for you. Shout that amen like a thunder. Oh, slap your neighbor, say, neighbor, the world will look for me. The way I am, the people that know me know me. I'm a dangerous person. I'm the only person that came back from London among all of my classmates. I said it from when I was just finishing secondary school that I will never go for youth service. I prefer to lock myself inside my room 1 year, pray, 1 year, study, 1 year, write, than to go and do what will not add to my destiny. I call some people told me, hey, will you like to, oh, you don't have youth service. I said, I don't need youth service. They say, no, just have it. So that I said, I don't need. Day before yesterday, I was trying to meet with one of my daughters, was calling me 12 o'clock. Answer. I said, no, don't come by 12. At 3 o'clock, oh, sorry, okay, try, come by 3. 3 o'clock, oh, can I come? I said, don't come. I was inside the presence of God. God gave me a solution for Islamic revolution. Inside my room. My wife will come, open the door, lock again. Oh, I'm so sorry. After I was discussing with her what God was telling me, my wife told me, he said, you just need a house by the riverside where you just be putting your leg inside and writing. Because you can sit down inside your house and create something that the world will look for. Thinking is not a waste of time. That's why many people just talk with people. You don't have a life to waste. Many of the people you see just have average mind. They are just thinking of how to eat and survive. That's all. That's all. Very few people are thinking of how to shake this wall. That's why I honor you too. Listen. That's why don't live in fear, live in faith. See, do you know the power of greed is in fear? The power of greed is in fear. When you see somebody greedy, it's because they are afraid. What will I eat tomorrow? When you see somebody cannot give, it's not that they don't like to give. They are too afraid of what they will eat tomorrow. If I give this, how will I survive? The power of greed is in fear. Immediately fear came into Adam's heart. Adam lost the garden. God told them, eat everything, but don't eat this one. Adam now was like, there's nothing there now. I can just eat this one also. Say I'm to eat. That is how he lost everything. See, when you have love and honor inside your heart, you are not afraid of tomorrow. Do you know that death to a Christian is gain? If you are absent in this war, you will be present with the Lord. You are not even afraid of death. He said, what can separate me from the love of God? He said, not persecution, not hunger, not shame, not nakedness. He said, nothing can separate me from the love of God, not even death. As I am here, I've already died. Because when you gave your life to Christ, you submitted yourself to the death and resurrection of Christ. And that's why when you give your heart to Christ, you can give anything to God. Because you have already died. When you see people cannot give, they are still alive for themselves, not for God. When you see people cannot give, they are too afraid. I came back. As I came back, the money that I received in my account is mind-blowing. And someone called me, send me this, a wired money. This one call me, wired money. This one call me, wired money. God told me, he said, from there, buy envelopes. How many of you have received your envelopes? You have received. If you have not received, lift up your hand, let the ushers give you. Say, buy envelopes for the whole church. We're about to enter a strong season of honor. I removed 25,000 bucks, including all the branches. Do you know, I'm spending as if I have billions. I'm not afraid. I will remove the last money, and when I put my hand again, I see another one. I will remove the last money, and when I put my hand, I see another one. I'm not spending with limitation. I'm spending with God's situation. God does not lack. God does not suffer lack. He says the young lions, they will lack, oh, but you will never lack any good thing. Young lions, they will lack, but you will never lack any. I prophesy to somebody, you are about to enter a season where you will never lack. I carried the last money in my house, sir. That fish you were eating in mommy's house was the last money in my hand. During Bethel, I carried it. I was not afraid. What will my wife eat? I just carried, came and dropped, because that man told me, say, always allow mommy to touch your head. Always allow mommy to speak over you. I came, I dropped, mommy touched my head. That's how these doors open. As I came back, as we were there in this thing, Dr. Paul Leneche said he gives God 10% and give his prophet 10% of every money that enters his hand. I came back, as they were wiring money to me, I will pay my tithe, I will bring to mommy, I drop another 10%. I drop, because if you know how to service God and man, you will make it. Christianity is not you and God, it's you and God and man. If you know how to service God and man, you will make it. The problem is that you focus too much on God, and that's your problem. But your blessing is not in the hand of God. Your blessing is in the hand of your prophet. If you can secure that side, you will see flow. Are you ready for the blessing here? If you're ready, shout, I'm ready. Spiritual